going to ask you, Ms. Smith, what do you want him to be okay with?
I want him to be okay with me dancing. I want him to be okay with my dreams. It's my heart.
I ain't gonna be able to do that.
Okay.
Well, you're telling me, right as of today, that poll is a deal breaker. Today, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with Amber Smith and Taiwan Collins. The two of you have been together for 5 years. You've been married to, separated for the last 10 months. You have one child together, or at least you believe you have one child together. I understand that Mr. Collins and your mother, Ms. Janice Collins, hello to you, have some concerns as to whether or not that child is yours. So we did do a DNA test, and we do have that answer here for you today. But before we get there, I want to start with you, Ms. Smith. Why don't you tell me what's going wrong in your marriage?
Well, like you said, we've been together for about 5 years now. Been married for 2, but he doesn't believe in my dreams, and he's very irresponsible.
Now, what dreams do you have that he doesn't support?
Well, I want to be a dancer. I've actually been dancing since we've been separated, but he didn't want me to dance while we were together.
Why didn't you want her to dance?
I mean, she wanted to be a stripper. Dancing is a whole different thing.
I thought I was back up for Britney Spears or something. Well, you should have made that clear. You should have made that clear. Are you stripping?
Yes.
Okay. Can you understand that a husband would be concerned about that? It's a lifestyle that brings you, oh, well, is that a stripping picture? There you go. Well, you look good. I'm going to say that. You look good. But it brings you into contact with, less than savory people. You may not always be safe, and it's hard to watch your wife be sexual in front of other dudes.
I understand that, but it's something that's in my heart. It's not something that I just want to do. It's something that's
Stripping is in your heart.
Yes. It's something that I want to do.
How does stripping fulfill you?
Well, when I was 4 years old, I told my mom I wanted to be a pole dancer, and she gave me a whooping. So I'm 23 now. I need to do it at some point. You know what I mean? It's something I love to do. I don't get tired when I'm doing it. I'm very, very active, and it's something that I really enjoy. It's in my heart.
Okay. Okay. Mr. Collins, I can understand your concern about that. Do you have anything you want to add, or was my response adequate?
She don't support my dreams as well, but I mean, I just
don't like it.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Yeah, I mean,
it's my wife. I mean, if it's just like a girl, that's what's up. But my wife, nah.
Okay. What are your dreams that she doesn't support?
I mean, I have a dream of being a promoter. I want to be in entertainment, period. Music, anything, I mean, that has to do with entertainment, because I mean, I'm multi-talented. But I mean, before I was talking to her, I was doing promotions with a company, and like, I did a bunch of good stuff with them, shows, music, everything. And like, when I got with her, she always made like it was an issue. Oh, it's too many girls, you always gonna be out, and this and that. So I'm like, I mean, that's just really having a job, period.
Well, his contract was over when he first met me. He was ending his contract. He wanted to start it again, and he was letting me know what it took, Well,
what were your concerns about him being a promoter? Why didn't you want him to do that?
Well, at first, because he flirts so much, he's like a big flirt. He will flirt with anybody. He says that he's like a nice guy. Okay, I understand that completely, but I still don't go around flirting. Dancing is, like I said, dancing is in my heart. I'm not going around sleeping with nobody or trying to do anything besides that. But when you're in somebody's face and you're like, oh yeah, you're so cute, or how you doing, or girls giving him kisses on the cheek while he's at work, it's too much. It's too much.
So you grinding in some guy's face should be okay with him.
But he never let me do it. He never let me do that when I was with him. I didn't do anything. I was in a box. I didn't do any of that. But when we separated, that's when I started to dance. I didn't do that when I was with him, but he was doing that when I was with him. He was flirting, and I wasn't doing anything. I wasn't dancing. I wasn't doing anything.
But you think he should be able to be with you while you're dancing.
I do.
But you don't think he should flirt with women or just be extra nice. Go ahead.
I mean, as a promoter, I got to talk to people all the time. I mean, to get people to go to the events I got going on.
You have to be charming.
Yeah,
exactly.
And
have to be.
You got to be all of that. So I mean, that was just part of my life.
Because I did support your dream, because I was there with you. I put flyers up. I passed out flyers. I promoted. I did all of that with you.
Smith, now I understand. Since he quit doing the promoting, you're unhappy with how much money he's making.
Well, I never seen any of the money that he was making when he was promoting anyways, because when we got together, he ended up moving in with me, and then it was all us together. It was him getting a regular job. I never seen any money from him promoting, period.
So are you saying that you has always been the one who's done all the maintaining of the household and breadwinning and taking care of everything?
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Okay, well, what are you saying?
At a point in time, he did have 2 jobs, and he just does his thing. He's really, really focused when he's really focused. But sometimes he's unfocused, and he's like doing anything at all. So it's either this or that. He's like balanced or not balanced.
Yeah, it's either he's bringing in a lot of money or no money.
Exactly.
Mr. Collins, your response to that?
Making me quit my job, I mean, that's a whole different transition to life. I mean, honestly, I didn't picture myself having a regular job, working at a fast food or nothing like that. I want to be the owner of what I'm doing,
Right.
at least doing something that's gonna get me to that dream. But
Right.
it's like, I mean, yeah, sometimes you do go down, especially when you work for somebody else.
Yeah.
But I mean,
You know, people with an entrepreneurial spirit sometimes don't do well for a while, and then they do well.
Right.
You know what I mean? Then they do really well. And, you know, you kind of got to ride with a guy if you love him.
I
Yeah, if you
understand
married.
that completely. I did. I really did. I let him do whatever he needed to. He got back into
the
promotion.
separation? What was that issue?
That issue was we were staying with someone else, and he decided he wanted to go spend money on him and his friends, and he just got comfortable where we were. We were sleeping on somebody else's floor. So, you know, he said he was going to his mom's, and I wasn't invited there, and I just went to my mom's, and yeah, so.
Did it get kind of frat brother on her?
It
You
did.
know, you're sleeping on somebody's floor, you're spending money on
Nah.
fun and beers and all that kind of stuff, and then when you got tired of that, you went home to mom?
no, it wasn't even nothing like that. I mean, honestly, we did end up staying with her friend. I mean, I had just got a new job working for like a little spot, and I was a server. So I mean, I was basically saving a little money that I got from that job. 'Cause I was working off basically tips, living off the tips or whatever. It was so we can pay a couple things. I mean, when the time came, she was like, "No, we don't need to do that. We're going to stay with her friends." So that's what we went and did.
Okay.
I didn't
All right.
just
All right. I think I got that idea. I want to hop onto another topic quickly. Is why do you question the paternity of your child?
Oh, see, that's not even.
You don't?
I don't question that. No, that's my boy. He looked just like
So
me.
is it your mother
It's
who
his
questions
mama.
it? I mean, we took
she
a
said
DNA
something.
test for a reason, right?
She said something, but it was more out of, I mean, like anger, if anything. My son looked just like me to me, in my opinion. My mom's too, like I guess.
Okay.
But
Well,
got
I
to a
tell you
big
what. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll ask her.
Okay.
His mother is here, and that always tells me mom and daughter-in-law don't get along. Why don't you tell me what conflict you are having with his family?
Well, first off, he's a mother's boy. Every time, everything, he always wants to call his mother or either goes to his mother's house, or she always knows our business no matter what. And
What kind of stuff does he tell her that you find inappropriate?
well, I'm not sure. She really just comes up with things on her own. You know, she goes and spreads things to her family too. You know, she says that I follow up behind him one minute. She says I'm crazy the next minute. You know, that girl is this and that girl is that just because I'm that girl at this moment. His previous people that he was with, they didn't get along either just because their closeness, and she doesn't want him to leave the nest.
Do you talk to her a lot? Do you tell her a lot about the problems in the marriage or the concerns that you
I
have?
really keep her out of my business when it comes to what I got going on with my marriage because I know she gonna have something to say. But I mean, honestly, I just started staying with my mom. I never really stayed with her growing up. I mean, so when I got back with her, that's my mom.
Have she, during the marriage, was she complaining that you do or talk too much to do more stuff with or talk too much to your mother?
She just complain and say like, oh yeah, you should just keep your mama out of business and she shouldn't know this and that. And I'll be like, I mean, if you're gonna try to put me out, I gotta go to her house, so she gonna find out something happened.
Yeah. Well, Mr. Collins, does she dip a lot into your business?
I mean, she say what she gotta say, but she don't really like ask me like, oh, what Amber did this time. Like,
Because she comes up with her own conclusions.
yeah, I mean, she,
Amber didn't
That's
do
what
We're
it
talking
is.
about you, Mrs. Collins, so why don't you come on up? Why don't you come on up? How are you, Mrs. Collins?
All right, thank you.
What do you believe is the problem in this union?
Well, for one thing, she always wants everything to go her way. Mm-hmm. And it came to a time where they both was working. Mm-hmm. He always doing all the sacrificing. Mm-hmm. He quit the job so somebody can be there to watch the kids.
Because you said you were going to
Stop.
watch the kid.
Stop.
And you didn't.
Stop.
Because you have a nasty mouth. And when you need somebody to do something for you, you need to come to them a little bit better than you do. See, I don't mind helping them out. But when you tell him he can
When
take
you
the,
come correct.
Yeah, that's right. Don't come there.
Well, what kind of
Kicking-
things when she's seeking assistance? How does she go about it? You like pretend you're her.
She don't. She won't ask me. She'll have him ask me. Because I don't know why she think that I won't do it because it's her. But the things that she do. When the baby comes over there, she'll say, well, he can take the baby. So he brings the baby over to my house naturally, right? Well, not even an hour after the baby's there, she come there. She kicking and beating on the door. Give me my baby. You don't have to do all that. If you don't have lights over there at your house, why can't that baby stay here where he's going to be
In
straight
a
and he
good
can be able to
environment.
he can be warm and all that because it was cold during the time.
Okay, now I want to switch gears to talk about why there were concerns about the baby. So I understand, the concerns And I understand we also have a picture, so let's just take a look and see who. Cutest thing in the world. Cutest thing in the world. You see yourself in him?
Yeah, that's my boy right there.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, all right. That's your baby. That's your baby.
That's it. 20 hours. The whole bit.
Mrs. Collins, do you want this relationship to survive?
Not
No.
if they're not going
Ms.
to
Smith?
be responsible people. No. Because, like, I did my things in the past, but after I got myself together, my kids was my first priority. That's what I do. If you're going to be in a relationship with somebody, if everybody don't come to an agreement on how you're going to pursue this part and how you're going to pursue your part, there's no reason to be together.
Gotcha. Mrs.
Okay,
Collins,
but then
thank you
it's
so
still
much.
you.
Thank
You
you.
can, you can have a seat. Now, I'm going to ask you, Ms. Smith, do you want this relationship to survive?
I do. If he can just, be open and he can just deal with the things that I actually want to do, because I've tried his lifestyle. He tried to promote again, and I was there right with him every day and every night, helping him out.
Open to what? What do you want him to be
I
okay
want
with?
him to be okay with me dancing. I want him to be okay with my dreams. It's my heart.
I ain't gonna be able to do that.
Okay, well,
Somebody gonna be able to do
that's something that's the reason why I've been bottled up for so long. Even when we were both rapping,
Yeah.
we write music all night. He's like, yeah, we could be performing. Yeah, I could be dancing. Why would you want to be in the background dancing? You're supposed to be in the front. I love to dance.
Exactly.
You don't get that.
But that's something she should have said when we first got together.
But I
we talked
did.
about what we
I
wanted
did.
to do.
And then you're like,
we
oh,
talked
that's
about-
ratchet.
Let him speak. Go ahead.
We
Mrs.
talked about
Collins.
this. We talked about me being a promoter, and we wanted to go back and try to find me another little street team or more connects or stuff like that. She could have said, "Oh, I want to be a stripper," not just, "Oh, I want to be." She didn't really say dancer at that point. She just said, "I like entertainment." Actually, the first thing she told me she wanted to do was be what is it?
Dancing.
No,
Choreographer.
no, not a choreographer. It was like the news, the weather girl, basically. Like,
Meteorologist.
The meteorologist.
She wanted to do stuff like that.
Yeah, that
so so I'm thinking that's cool. She's stable. She got her kids. She trying to do whatever she got to do. But after a while, it just all changed.
But you're telling me, right as of today, that poll is a deal breaker.
That's what it is.
That's a deal breaker. That's what I needed to know. So this proceeding will be about that adorable young man, Kwame. He cannot tolerate your pole dancing, and he has the right to say that, and he has the right to leave if that is indeed what he wants to do. If you want to save this union, the only recommendation I would have is there might be another type of dancing that is less erotic that would allow him to stay. But if that pole dancing means that much to you, this union is over. That means nothing to Kwame. He should have two parents equally involved, equally interested. He should see you both all the time. And not only that, he needs to see two parents who treat each other decently. Everybody is on Kwame's team. Everybody's on Kwame's team. You don't argue in front of him. You don't start no stuff in front of him. You do have a stable environment for him. And if your environment isn't currently stable, how selfish is it of you to keep him in your unstable environment because you don't want somebody else who you know is going to take good care of him? Just handle him for a little while. That's selfish. That's all about your dislike for her and not your son's best interests.
That's how you feel.
Mr. Collins, I think you're a good guy. I think you want the best for your family, and I want you to make sure. I don't think you're gonna, but I just want to make sure you don't get distant. You know what I mean? Yeah. Stay right up there with him, and you make it easy for him to see that baby boy.
Whenever he wants.
Whenever and be pleasant, and be cool, and if you got to fight and argue, do it someplace else. And I would ask you, just on I want my life to be cool. I don't want to be mad. I don't want to be angry. I don't want to feel bad. I don't want to run into a whole lot of people I don't like. I talk to people in a manner, even if I think they're crazy and ridiculous, but I talk to them nice because I don't want no stuff. My heart and my blood pressure, too precious to me. Too precious to me. Mrs. Collins, you're older than she is. I will ask you to step up first. Apologize for whatever negativity you may have brought to the situation and say, hey, I love that boy, and I'd like to have a positive relationship with you. And then you respond like you got some class.
Right. And that's how it happens.
Let us all hope Let us all hope so. I have never, I've seen, when you've been a judge, I've been since 1994, and I always say I've seen it all. I've never seen anybody who had pole dancing in their soul, but I've seen it now. You too do the best by that child, Mrs. Collins. Thank you so much for being an interested third party. Large extended families are always good. This matter is adjourned.
What a fascinating and emotional case this turned out to be. At its core, this wasn't really about dancing, promoting events, money, or even family drama. It was about two people whose visions for the future no longer aligned. Amber made it clear throughout this case that becoming a dancer wasn't just a job opportunity to her. It was something she believed was part of her identity and a dream she had carried for years. On the other hand, Taiwan repeatedly explained that while he respected her as a person, he simply could not accept his wife working as a stripper. Neither side was hiding their position, and that's what made this situation so difficult. Judge Toler focused on something bigger than the arguments, the well-being of their son. The DNA results confirmed Taiwan is the father, removing one major question hanging over this relationship. But the judge also reminded everyone that parenthood doesn't end when a relationship struggles. Regardless of whether this marriage survives, both parents still have a responsibility to provide stability, respect, and consistency for their child. Another important takeaway was the judge's message about compromise. Relationships can survive disagreements, but they become much harder to save when one person's dream directly conflicts with another person's core values. The judge didn't declare either person entirely right or wrong. Instead, she pointed out a reality many couples face. Sometimes love alone isn't enough if two people want fundamentally different lives. Now we want to hear from you. Was Amber justified in pursuing the career she always dreamed about, or was Taiwan reasonable for drawing a line when it came to stripping? Could this marriage have been saved with more compromise, or were these differences simply too big to overcome? And if you enjoy courtroom drama, relationship disputes, and real-life legal breakdowns like this one, don't forget to drop a like, share this video with a friend, and subscribe to the channel for more unbelievable courtroom moments and detailed case analysis. We'll see you in the next one.